Did you know there is a Ukrainian school here in the city of Cleveland that has been around for almost 70 years? It's called Cleveland Rina Skrilla. Natalie Oreshkiewicz joins us this morning. She's going to talk about the school and how it's showing support for Ukraine in its time of need. Thank you so much, Natalie. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Got a lot to talk about. The school's been around for a long time.
Yes, the school was established in 1953 by World War II, post-World War II, Ukrainian immigrants.
Okay. Talk about its importance right now with what Ukraine is going through.
Right now, it's very important. You know, the students are learning history, culture, geography, literature, and they're seeing what's going on in Ukraine, and they're understanding how wrong it is.
Do you talk about the relationship, the historical relationship between Ukraine and Russia? Is that part of the curriculum, part of the studies?
Yes, that's part of our history that the older students learn. The older students in our school focus on subject matter, like I said, geography, history, literature of Ukraine.
Talk about, for those who may not know, talk about the history between the two nations.
The history between the two nations has not always been good. History seems to be repeating itself. My parents and parents of some children that have attended our school were refugees after World War II. And we're seeing a repeat.
Because Ukraine was once part of the Soviet Union.
Yes.
And you broke away.
Yes, in 1991, Ukraine, in August of 1991, Ukraine received its independence from the Soviet Union.
Talk about what you say to the students now about what's happening in Ukraine, especially the ones that are younger and may not totally understand. How do you explain that?
Well, it's very hard to explain to the younger students because they can't grasp it. What they do grasp is what they get at home from their parents more so, from their grandparents, what they may be watching on the news with their grandparents and families, versus the older students are well aware of Ukraine's history, of its independence, of this unprovoked attack on an independent sovereign nation.
Are the students asking a lot of questions about what's going on?
Well, they ask questions and they see what they see in the news media about what's going on. Some may be in touch with family members in Ukraine.
Now talk about, before we went on the air, we were talking about the name of the school, the significance of that. Talk about that.
Rina Shkola, in loose translation, what Rina Shkola means is our native school.
Okay. Native
to Ukraine. Native to Ukraine, native to its culture, its history.
Right. Now, you brought a sign with you as well, and you said there's a lot of significance, a lot going on here.
This is a sign for the station from our students, and it has a lot of symbolism here. You see these symbols and images in our classrooms at the school.
Okay, we get a good shot here. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, talk about that.
Particularly the blue and the yellow.
Right,
that's the Ukrainian flag.
Absolutely.
And those colors have symbolism. Blue is the blue sky of Ukraine. And yellow are the bountiful wheat fields.
Talk about your ties to Ukraine.
My ties? I have family in eastern Ukraine. I have family in western Ukraine. My husband has family in western Ukraine. Touch? My parents have been in touch with family in eastern Ukraine. My mother's family is in Kherson, which is one of the cities that has been occupied.
Do they think the U.S. and its allies are doing enough?
You know, I haven't gotten a sense of that either way. I think their primary concern right now at this moment is their safety.
Your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is that history does repeat itself and Ukraine will lose its independence. That is my greatest fear.
Is the nation strong enough to defend itself, ultimately?
We hope with the support of the United States, of the world. We are all Ukrainian now.
Natalie, thank you very much. appreciate
you.
Thank you so much, and good luck with the school. You guys have been around for such a long time, doing
Yes.
wonderful work.
Next year we are celebrating our 70th anniversary.
That's incredible. My goodness gracious. Thank you so much. And we are praying for you and your family.
Thank you.
And for the entire nation of Ukraine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.